As I mentioned earlier, Republican Matt Gaetz from Florida voted against FEMA relief. Republicans, they don't believe in government. They believe in politics. And instead of prepping Florida for hurricane season, DeSantis was busy poaching asylum seekers from Texas and flying them off to Martha's Vineyard for political theater. All the Republicans can offer is law and order. Here is Ron DeSantis.
The thing that we're concerned about, particularly in those areas that were really hard hit, is, we want to make sure we're maintaining law and order. Don't even think about looting. Don't even think about taking advantage of people in this vulnerable situation. And so local law enforcement is involved in monitoring that. I told Kevin if the state needs to help as well, because you can have people, bringing boats into some of these islands and trying to ransack people's homes.
Yeah, law and order. That's the first thing when I looked at the damage from the hurricane. The first thing I thought was, boy, looters should be shot on sight. That's the first thing that comes to my mind is, boy, they're going to be out there. They're going to be stealing all that waterlogged electronics equipment. And the problem is law and order. That's it. The Republicans only offer law and order, and they love the police so long as the police are arresting people of color, right? John Kennedy, not the other John Kennedy. This is the one who, imagine John Kennedy after he was shot in the brain. This is who John Kennedy from Louisiana is. Had the old John Kennedy lived after he took one to the skull, he would sound like this John Kennedy, the senator from Louisiana, and he's running for re-election, and he's pro-cop.
You hate cops just because they're cops? The next time you get in trouble, call a crackhead.
I'd rather call a crackhead than someone who's about to crack my head. This week, California's Sheriff's Office admitted that 47 sheriffs working for Alameda County, California, were not fit to wear the badge and were ordered to turn in their badges. Think about this. Just in Alameda County alone, 47 deputy sheriffs were deemed too psychologically unbalanced.
You hate cops just because they're cops?
No, I don't hate cops just because they're cops. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about like correctional officers who are sexually abusing inmates in Dublin, California. That's what I'm talking about.
Call a crackhead.
No, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about, I don't know, a North Carolina sheriff this week who is about to get fired because he was making racist comments about his own black deputies. That's what I'm talking about.
The next time you get in trouble, call a crackhead.
That's not what I mean. I'm saying that we have to clean up the police departments. Like in Texas, a jail warden has been accused of fatally killing a migrant who was walking in Texas and stopped for some water. And this jail warden shot him to death, was just taking target practice. That's what I'm talking about.
The next time you get in trouble, call a crackhead.
That's not what I mean, Senator John Kennedy. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about this California prison guard who's been accused of assaulting his wife and then biting his own son. And you know what they did? Instead of firing him, they gave him a 10% pay cut. We have to do better disciplining our cops.
You hate cops just because they're cops?
No, I don't.
The next time you get in trouble, call a crackhead.
No, that's not what I mean. I'm saying we have a problem with cops shooting unarmed citizens.
Call a crackhead.